X, Donald Trump Jr. appears to have a new wife. DJ TJ has been engaged to Kimberly Guilford, spotted numerous times, including last night with another woman with a Palm Beach socialite named Bettina Anderson. There's our prince. The first boy has not made an announcement about the status of his relation. Daddy Donald posted, "Today, I am very pleased to announce the..."
Did you hear about Don Jr.'s latest scandal? No, not that one. Or that one. The new one. The one that's got Daddy Trump fuming like an overcooked Big Mac.
He made her ambassador to one of the farthest countries possible. What a family this is.
What you are witnessing is real. The participants are not actors. They are actual idiots with a case pending in the New York metropolitan area.
Camera loves them.
This is the defendant, Don Jr. He's here to show his father.
Apparently, Junior's been playing footsie with a Palm Beach hottie, while his fiancée Kimberly's been left holding the MAGA bag. And you thought your family drama was bad. Before we move on, I'd like to ask you a small favor. If you appreciate this content, please take a second to like this video and subscribe to the channel. Over 98% of you watch the videos without subscribing. It costs you nothing, but it makes a huge difference to us. So, did you click the subscribe button? Great, thank you so much. Now, back to the videos.
It's like Fox News, but crazier and younger, which is just the way Matt Gaetz likes it. That's right. You know, rejected nominee for Attorney General, Matt Gaetz has a new job starting in January. He will host a show on OAN, One America News. And for those who aren't familiar with OAN,
do you recall when Kimberly and Don Jr. were the MAGA power couple? They resembled Romeo and Juliet, except that Juliet wore more makeup than a clown college, and Romeo's father was an orange turd. However, it appears that their romance is about to take a turn that not even Shakespeare could have imagined. At Trump rallies, these two lovers were inseparable and always looked like they were straight out of a Fox News ad. They would be seen holding hands, wearing red hats that matched, and grinning so brightly that they could blind a bald eagle. It was sufficient to make you want to throw up. But it's not just Trump's McDonald's breath that smells fishy in MAGA land these days.
And maybe this, with Laura, maybe it's Trump's way of telling her to please stop singing. I don't know. But remember when Republicans couldn't shut up about Kamala Harris and her qualifications? She doesn't have the experience. He only picked her because she's a black woman. Daughter-in-law, Lara Trump, bride of Eric. Trump is reported to be lobbying Governor DeSantis of Florida to appoint Lara to the Senate when Marco Rubio leaves his spot to be Secretary of State.
Kimberly's and Don Jr.'s public displays of affection appear as fake as Trump's hair, and they have been posting on social media independently. They have been more detached from reality at recent rallies than Trump is. What provides? It appears that our little Donnie may have a wandering eye, people. He has been seen with a new blonde, and not just any blonde, Bettina Anderson, a socialite from Palm Beach. You're probably asking yourself, Don Jr. with a blonde? No way. But listen to me. Bettina and Jr. were spotted eating dinner together while holding hands. It appears that Don Jr. enjoys blonde and dubious dates just as much as he enjoys politics.
He made her ambassador to one of the farthest countries possible. What? Today, I am very pleased to announce the appointment of Kimberly Guilfoyle as the United States ambassador to Greece. What a family this is. He has more relatives working at the White House than I do at this show right now. And then
Kimberly must feel as though the Trump train has just struck her. Most likely, she wants to know if she can exchange that enormous engagement ring for store credit at the MAGA merchandise store. Perhaps she can exchange it for a lifetime supply of hairspray and self-tanner. But hold on, the Trump soap opera has more drama. It's as if House of Cards and Days of Our Lives had a child with terrible hair. Daddy Trump has some plans for Kimberly, while Don Jr. is out there playing the field. And believe me when I say that it is more illogical than Trump's reasoning regarding climate change.
We've got his daughter-in-law, Lara Trump, bride of Eric. Trump is reported to be lobbying Governor DeSantis of Florida to appoint Lara to the Senate when Marco Rubio... I mean, if Lara becomes a senator, who's going to walk Eric? I mean, how will this work? One thing we know for sure is that seat is not going to Matt Gaetz, disgraced former congressman and rejected nominee for Attorney General. He only picked her because she's a black woman. Is she even a black woman? Well, may I introduce Senator Lara Trump, ladies and gentlemen. Graduated with a BA in Communications at NC State, studied at the French Culinary Institute, and worked as a personal trainer.
People, keep your MAGA hats on. Daddy Trump's plan for Kimberly is even more absurd than his border wall proposal. Have you ever wondered what happens when you combine Greek mythology with Trump's ego? We'll soon find out, though. As it happens, Kimberly Guilfoyle has been nominated by the big man himself to serve as the US ambassador to Greece. Yes, you heard correctly, because no one who is accustomed to yelling at rallies and calling people names on television embodies diplomacy like that. Trump must have reasoned that she could handle the birthplace of democracy if she could handle Fox News. But wait a moment, Trump's fancy way of saying, "Hey Kimberly, why don't you take a long walk off a short Grecian pier?" Or is this actually a promotion? After all, Palm Beach is roughly 5,000 miles away from Athens. Is it a coincidence? Not in my opinion. Trump seemed to ask, what's the farthest place we can send her without a rocket? After glancing at a map, perhaps his hope is that she will become disoriented in the labyrinth and encounter the Minotaur. The Greeks are as excited by this news as they would be by a plate of stale spanakopita and then some. Do you recall when Kimberly referred to them as freeloaders? Yes, that was not well received. Concerned about whether this is a practical joke, Greek officials are baffled. Is this the best America can send? Is likely what they're thinking. A TV personality who believes in diplomacy is shouting uncontrollably, "Lock her up." However, perhaps Kimberly is thrilled about her new position. It's likely that she's already packing her bags, practicing the phrase "Opa," and searching for how to turn a toga into a power suit on Google. Perhaps she believes that "Opa" translates to "Make America Great Again" in Greek. When she learns that it truly means "oops," she's in for a shock. Let's now discuss the actual duties of an ambassador to Greece: advancing American interests, cultivating diplomatic ties, and tackling trade and security concerns. You know, Kimberly is completely qualified for all of that, right? She has dated two men named Don, after all. That is practically experience in foreign policy. Here's the crucial question though. Is this a real chance for Kimberly, or is it merely Trump's attempt to remove her from the limelight surrounding the family drama? He seems to be attempting to transform The Apprentice into The Amazing Race MAGA edition. He will be sending Melania on a fact-finding mission to the North Pole before you know it. It's like watching a reality TV show where the producers neglected to write a script as this Trump family soap opera continues to play out. Will Kimberly and Don Jr. maintain their romantic facade throughout the 2024 campaign, or will their relationship end as quickly as Trump's hairstyle in a tornado? There is no doubt that it is easier to predict politics in Trump land than to guess who will be paired up next week. Let's avoid getting too engrossed in the drama though. It's critical to keep up with both the juicy gossip and the actual political news. In these crazy times, when fake news spreads more quickly than Trump's spray tan, fact-checking is our best friend. So let's make sure we're keeping an eye on the things that truly matter while we're all having fun with this political circus. After all, knowing how scandals affect campaigns is far more significant than staying up to date on the Trump's most recent relationship status.